Namah Shivaya, Episode 27, Summary of the first 6 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. The aim of the Bhagavad Gita is to teach us that moksha is the purpose of human birth. Moksha means freedom from the limitation of our body, mind, senses. This body, mind, senses is always limited. But to be free from that limitation is we must identify ourselves at the Atma level. Then only we will be free from this limitation. And to achieve that, the 18 chapters of the Gita are divided into 3 sections. According to the Mahavakya, the great statement, Tattvamasi, we are Brahman. The first 6 chapters is based upon us, the Jiva, Tvam, who are in conflict with ourselves. There is an inner conflict between righteousness and unrighteousness, dharma, adharma, which the Gita will teach us how to resolve. Chapter 1 is entitled Arjuna's Sorrow. Arjuna was in a tight situation. He came to the battlefield ready to challenge his cousins. But there he saw on the opposite side, along with his cousins, his beloved grandfather and teacher, where his emotions overpowered him and his bow dropped. We cannot dismiss duty just like that. At the same time, our emotions have a hold on us that will prevent us from doing our duties. So the Gita teaches us how to have mastery over our body, mind, senses. Chapter 2 is Sankhya Yoga, knowledge. It is a summary of the entire Gita given at the beginning of our study, to tell us what this study is going to be. The first section is on Karma Yoga, our duties, the importance of doing our duties. The second section is Jnana Yoga, knowing who we truly are, that we are not this body, mind, senses, but we are Satchit Ananda Atma. And the third section is wisdom, converting these 2 yogas into wisdom. Chapter 3, 4 and 5 is on Karma Yoga, doing our duties at different levels. Chapter 3 is Karma Yoga, telling us that we must do our duties as yajna, as an offering to the law of dharma. Because we human beings are not programmed. We are given the freedom to choose to do or not to do our duty. And accordingly, the results is given by the law of karma. To avoid all these punyas and papas, we must do it as yajna. And chapter 4 is entitled Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, renunciation of action through knowledge. Knowing that without Atma's presence, this body cannot do action. Thereby we give up our sense of doership and do our duty. And chapter 5 is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Now having this knowledge, then we do our duty as yajna. Thereby living in this physical body, this nine-gated physical body, in absolute bliss. And now chapter 6 tells us to gain this absolute bliss, we must meditate. And meditation is at two levels. First is we meditate upon Ishvara as separate from ourselves, as the various aspects of this creation, to purify and steady our mind. And once our mind is purified and steady, we contemplate upon Ishvara as our true self, that we are Satchit Ananda Atma. This is the summary of the first 6 chapters. So once our mind is purified and steady, we are now ready for the knowledge of Brahman. Chapters 7 to 12 is knowledge of Brahman. And we are going to be told that this body is our vehicle, and truly we are Satchit Ananda Atma. So with this we conclude the summary of the first 6 chapters. Chapter 7 is entitled Jnana Vijnana Yoga. So till then, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashisate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.